Hello everyone. Welcome back to another video on the Big Guy Fix. Okay, so if you guys have been following, from my last video where I had the Sega Mega Drive and apparently when I bought it, it said there was a fault on it, and once I bought it and I set it up, there was no fault. So that was kind of a more of a cleaning video. But we did end up getting a fault on the controller. It does not work. So what I'm going to do is I'll just show you how it doesn't work. I'm going to switch the Mega Drive on. There it comes up. Like I said, this is a 112 in one game, so there's plenty of games on it, and as you can see, it works intermittently. So it goes down, but it will not go up at all. So you can start occasionally works. Get into Golden Axe. This is an awesome game. Okay, but the buttons don't seem to work at all in this game. So, okay, so I can go down. Now I can't go back up. So basically all I can go into is the options and press start. Occasionally that start might work. Yeah, as you can see, this doesn't work at all. So what we might do is pull this apart and hopefully we can get this one fixed. Okay, we're back. Yeah, okay, so yeah, as you saw, the controller doesn't work at all. So what I might do is I might just pull it apart, give it a clean, see maybe give it a test with some see if it's shorting anywhere or anything like that. Okay, so let's pull the Mega Drive away, put that aside, and the controller. I'll try to keep my head out of shot this time. Okay. Now, where did I put that screwdriver? There it is. Okay. So, again, this is just some hex screws. This looks a bit corroded as well, but I think it all should be fine. Yeah, pull this apart. Let me see. Camera. There it is. Yeah. So once again, these aren't how-to videos. These videos are more of more fun than trying to teach. Hopefully, as I go along, hopefully I get to make a few of these videos, and hopefully as I go along, I'll learn a little bit more, and hopefully you guys will enjoy them more. Once again, sorry about if there's any quality issues with the camera or with the voice. Again, I am using my actual phone to record this, and sorry again, my voice may sound a little bit nasally. I've been a bit sick recently, so yeah. So these screws all look a little bit corroded with just rust and stuff like that. So we'll try and hopefully get this apart. I actually don't think this is the right size screwdriver. I should actually get my other screwdrivers, but hopefully we'll make do with this. Come on. Yeah. So yeah, I'm really excited to make these videos. I've been actually planning on making them for so long. It's probably been about 6 months in the making, and today's the first day. It's been a little bit busy and with family and work, and it's been a bit crazy. I finally got this screw. But yeah, so they're finally on the way. My aim with these is so obviously maybe hopefully get a channel that's kind of popular, and yeah, and hopefully we can make it a more a constant thing. Hopefully, I can make a lot more videos. Okay, here's the controller. I'll pull it apart, and it looks absolutely filthy, but I don't see why these buttons weren't working. Like, it doesn't look that bad. Oh, what's this? Looks like can this come off? This should come off. Yeah, slide straight off. That's strange. I've never actually opened one of these controllers up, so I kind of haven't seen this before. But yeah, they look. That was weird how the actual pad was on the back. Yeah, that's strange. Okay, well, everything looks pretty good. Like, these connections don't look too bad, and these corrosive plates, and these sorry, not these corrosive plates, these pressure plates, they don't look too bad either. But maybe it just needs a bit of a cleanup. And we'll give it a clean up with some alcohol, clean up all these pads and stuff, and maybe I might take these pads and these buttons and just give them a quick wash in some warm soapy water, and then maybe test it around with the multimeter and see if we've got anything that's not coming up. Okay. Okay, so get some alcohol and let's scrub these buttons down. Yeah, see, there's not really much on there. And do that and flip it over this way. There's the start button. It's the only button that was kind of working, and the down button. And we'll give these a go. And clean up as well. Okay. Clean up around here too. I think I should clean up around here as well. Around here. Looks like it's kind of made some marks, but I really don't think that could be the problem. I really don't. I think maybe it was just these pads may be a little bit dirty, and they weren't making a proper connection. Okay. Okay, so what I might do is I'll bring out the trusty multimeter. Okay, so like I said, this multimeter here is pretty cheap. It's not a great multimeter, and the continuity check honestly sounds like a dying rooster. The squeak, the buzzing sound, but it'll do for now. I think if this channel gets any more serious, I'll look into getting myself a Fluke multimeter. I don't know if you guys can see that. So it's on continuity. Let me get the other pin. You guys probably can't hear that, or maybe you can, but you can see that it shows a short, open circuit, short. So what I want to test is, I don't know if you can see these. See how there's two sides. So there's that side there, and this side here. So what happens is when these pads are pushed, this part here on this black pit is conductive, and that sort of closes the circuit in between them. So I'm just trying to check if there's like maybe there's a short circuit between them somewhere. Maybe something's maybe there's something that's shorting them somewhere, like there's been a leak or something like that. So we'll just test them now. So I'll go across this one and that one, and we'll just touch here. Yep, there's continuity. That's that one there. That one seems fine. I'll take this one and this one here. That one seems fine. This one and this one. Oh, hang on, here we go. There you go. There's something there. So let me have a quick look at that. So it looks like maybe that's corroded away. Let me just try again. Maybe I was touching it. Let me try one more time. So I'm definitely out here. I'm definitely on the other side there. Yeah, so there's definitely a short on that button. Okay. Continue on to the C button. That one's fine. I'll flip it over here onto the... Could be the reason why the actual buttons weren't working, because it was registering a press on another button. So maybe that was jamming it up, but I'm not too sure. Okay, so we go left. That one's fine. Looks like that's up. That one's fine. That one's fine. See, let me touch my side. That one's fine. And down. That one. So this looks like it's just the B button. That there's a short across. So what I might do is just maybe trying to find maybe get under the magnifying glass and see what I can find off camera. And if I find something, I'll get back to you guys and we'll try and fix it. Okay, so I found a few things. Apart from the B button having a little bit of that corrosion, I've also found like some shorts across the top, across these pins here. They all join up into this IC chip here, and there are some shorts across the IC chip too. But I guess it's either these shorts are putting the shorts on here, or the shorts off from the IC chip are putting shorts over there. So I hope it's not the IC chip, because I'm not sure if these things are still available anywhere to find them. It looks like it might be just a controller chip. But what I'll do first is I think I will put this controller back together and test it. Because maybe that cleaning that I did could possibly have made it work. Or maybe these shorts are possibly meant to be there, because there are some tracks that sort of link together, but I'll show you here. Sorry, you probably won't be able to hear this, to hear the multimeter, but I'll show you guys what I mean. So hopefully you can see the multimeter. So these pins here, so obviously these pins here correlate to these pins back here. So I had a short on this pin here, pin 2. And I'm going to call it pin 2. What does it say? Actually, no, it's not pin 2. It's pin 9. Pin 9. And I'll just watch the multimeter there. Cross with this pin here. You see? There's a short between the two. So there's no other short. There's actually another short somewhere here. I think so. Yeah, there you go. There with that pin there. But I'm just looking at these tracks to see if they sort of connect with each other somewhere down the line, like maybe through a resistor or something. But I don't think they're meant to short. And I think these two pins are shorted together as well. And what I've also noticed is, I tried to give it a bit of a clean off camera, but these connections are very corroded. Like, I don't know if you can see that down there. There's a lot of corrosion in there. So I'm going to put it back together and see if it works a little bit better or it's still the same. If it doesn't work, what I'll do is I'll try and reflow all of these. So with some solder, so I'll try and just introduce more solder and try and get these solder joints better. And if that doesn't work, I'll remove this chip, this IC chip here, and then I'll test again if I have if those shorts are still there. If those shorts are gone, that means this chip here is the culprit. But I'm just sort of just trying to follow these tracks here. So this pin here shouldn't be shorted with this pin over here, because this one here, this pin here comes to this side of the IC chip, and this pin over here is just literally on from to this leg here. So I wish it would show where the actual ground pin is. Actually, here, this looks like it might be a ground plane there. Is it? Yeah, it might be. Let me just see. I'm just trying to see if that is a ground. Oh, look at me, I'm not even on it. Just trying to see if this is a ground plane. It isn't. So where would the actual ground plane be? I honestly, I don't know. I thought that might be it, but it probably isn't. Any hoozle. So that's my only theory so far. So it's either this IC's gone, or those shorts aren't actual shorts. These are just the way the IC is connected through these resistors here. So it's either connected that way through these resistors here, or there is an actual short along this. Because I also tested the continuity between the pins here that connect into the Mega Drive and these pins up here, and they all seem to have continuity. So it's most likely, I'm guessing this is burnt out, but fingers crossed it isn't. I'll put this thing back together off camera. I'll clean these out a little bit more with some alcohol, or maybe some soapy water, and I'll put it back together and I'll test it again. If that doesn't come good, and then we'll pull it back apart and we'll try and reflow these top connections. And if that doesn't fix it, maybe we'll pull out this IC chip and we'll go from there. We'll see. Hopefully we can. If that's the problem, hopefully we can get I can get another one of these chips online somewhere, and we can get this controller to work again. Okay. Well, I'll go back to you guys after I have put the controller back together. Hey guys, and we're back, and look at this. The controller actually works. The up buttons, the buttons don't work great, but I think it's this plane here. This has actually got some broken pins, or like the little tabs that actually sit inside the grooves. They're broken, so it's a little bit loose, but it finally actually works. So I was wrong. Those shorts were not shorts. I guess that's just the way the IC chip was connected up. And so we'll test the buttons out. One of the best games ever, Streets of Rage 2. And I'm going to show you that the buttons actually do work. Wait for it to load up. It doesn't really need to load, but this is seriously one of the greatest games ever. Streets of Rage 2. I might play this on the channel. See if you guys would like to watch. One player. Got to go with Axel. There we go. So walking, punches. Oh, that's actually the super. I always forget. Jump button works. Oh, sorry, just show you guys. Show you, keep it on camera. And combinations work. Super works. Start button works. Back, forward, up, down. Looks like all the buttons are working. Okay. Well, what I might do actually, because I really do not like the way those pins are corroded and the solder looks a little bit old and worn out. So what I'll do is I'll actually just reflow those pins, and that way I can use my brand new soldering iron that I actually haven't used yet, and I'm actually really looking forward to using. And hopefully show you guys that I do have some sort of how can I say, soldering skills. Actually, now I just really want to play this game too. Yeah, so I was kind of disappointed that it wasn't like a little fault that I could find on there, and I just really was sort of thrown away by those shorts. But I guess it is just the way the IC is connected. Those may be through the buttons. I'm not 100% sure how that works or how the actual controller's connected up. But yeah, so I will pull the controller back apart, and we'll try and do some soldering. Okay, well, I'll catch you guys when I've got the controller back apart. So yeah, so we're gonna. What I might do is just try and reflow these, maybe even just these first 5 or so pins, because this one here as well. So sorry if I keep putting my head in the way of the camera. I'm still learning. So yeah, so these at least maybe these 4 here, or 4 or 5, they seem to be the worst culprits. Okay, so what I might do is I might just push some. So I don't have the plunger for this flux, so I might just try and maybe just push some out here. This tacky flux on there, and put that aside. There's my brand new soldering iron. I've got it set to about 400 and maybe I'd say 20 degrees Celsius, and grab my solder. What I might do is just try and gently reflow these. Reflow these just that, and then maybe reintroduce a bit, put some bit more solder on there. Bit more. Okay. Have a look at that. They look a little bit better now, so let me just get some of that, a Q-tip and some alcohol wipe. Just try and maybe just wipe off this excess flux, and then have another quick look. I don't think I bridged anything. But yeah, those joints now look a little bit better. There's just this one here. It's got a bit of a hole in it. Let me just tin this up a little bit more. I think I might have this iron up a little bit too high, but we'll just see. Pretty sure that's better. Just work some of this flux, this solder out. Yeah. Again, just clean this off a little bit. Yeah, okay, I think that looks a lot better. Let me just turn this down a little bit. It is a little bit high, the soldering iron. Okay. Maybe might as well just go across these ones too. Just try maybe just reflow them a little bit. And that will help the connection. Okay. Well, I guess that's it for this video. I'll put this back together off camera, and yeah, so I guess this video here, this controller wasn't a big fix. It was just, again, it was just, I think these were a little bit dirty, and also think that this, I just realized that this thing here, when it goes on, so as you can see, everything is backwards. So when this is sort of like on this sits on there, that goes through there, and this sort of comes on here. And so when you actually press up, this thing here goes down, and so up is actually down. And if you want to go to the left, which is meant to be this way, it's actually right. Hey, did that say left? Sorry, what am I doing? Okay, yeah, left. So you're gonna go to the left. It's actually on the back is on the right. So yeah, so I find that pretty cool. Anyway, I wish again this was a little bit more entertaining for you guys. Hopefully you guys stuck through to the end and watch me work. But yeah, it doesn't seem to be my night. But hey, I guess let me just turn off this soldering iron. But I guess it's something, right? It wasn't what I wanted. I thought I thought I'd have to desolder and muck around, but it is what it is. At least it's fixed, it's working, and I've got my Mega Drive and the controller working now, and I can actually play some games and maybe hopefully play some games on the channel for you guys to watch. Anyway, well, thanks again for tuning in. I'll see you again in the next one. If you enjoyed it tonight, if you enjoyed watching me work, please like and subscribe, and leave a comment. And if you have some maybe some feedback for me, or some ways to improve the channel, or just improve my skills at fault finding or at soldering or something like that, please feel free to leave me a comment, and I'll make sure, if you do, I'll make sure to get back to everyone that leaves a comment. Once again, this is the big guy with the big guy fix. This was the Sega Mega Drive controller, and we finally got it to work. And thanks again for tuning in, and hopefully we'll see you again in the next one.